Shwmai bawb. So, dwi'n gweld fy nghymydog yn cerdded i'r car, 5 munud yn ôl, be nes I, ond siarad efo fe. Wrth I ni siarad efo fe, drafodon ni Caerdydd. Cardiff City, we discussed, as neighbours, Cardiff City's performance against... Now, who were they playing? They were playing Stoke City. They played Stoke City. It was a 6-pointer. So what you're going to get now is my reflection on the situation of playing Stoke City at home. What I'm going to do, and then talking to my neighbour now, and my general feelings as I walked to the game, as I came back after the game, walking halfway. I dropped the car off by a local tennis court. Didn't play. Now I'm going to make it a bilingual song, and this is a first for Wla Bobby Up to Baby, Whip on me glaw, whip on Eira. This is a first, so what we're going to do, we're going to write the song. We're going to write the lyrics, that is. I got 3 guitars, yeah. I'll pick one up and I'll make it up as I go along, as I usually do. So welcome. Welcome! Wife's gone to cut her hair. I've got a lot of jobs to do in that window of opportunity, but we must never neglect the creative holiday process. I need a book. Where's my book? It's upstairs. So this is a one-off. So, what have we got? Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, this is amazing. I've just picked up. You won't get this with FIFA, but I've picked up a copy of the fixture list for the next 6 games it was. There's now 4 games left. Let's fill one in. You can't see it because it's too far away. You won't get that with FIFA, you see. It's Sam Matterface meets Alan Partridge. World Cup countdown to 94 with Alan Partridge. That's what it's all about. This is the visualisation. These are the colours. You won't get that with FIFA. So what are we going to do? Let's talk to you about it. I'll come nearer. I'll set up an alternative stage presentation. It's quite simple. Although the microphone while we were there, yeah, oh, my back. And there you see, it's all about, I'll come closer to you. I know it's going to be quite harrowing for some people. I'm sorry about that, but there we are. Right, mae hwn i fod yn y Gymraeg hefyd. So, as I made my coffee, okay, the washing machine downstairs isn't. Hello, how are you? And what do you do? Oh, polish back, what's going on? Lucky that wasn't the coffee. So here we go. Let's post that there. There we go. That's beautiful. Now then. Right, shh. Stop. Come to eat hwnna, allaf. Lovely. Okay, so ma. Ar ôl treulio. Ar ôl treulio means... There we are, okay? There we are. There, it's just there, and there, okay? Now, does that make sense to you? Does it? Does it make sense to you? Does it? Makes sense to me. Too much light there. I'm not sure about the artificial light. It's blinding me as well. It's quite difficult to see. So you've got ar ôl treulio pedair awr yn y garage. That means in English, after spending 4 hours in the garage. I could go into the semantics of this, but I won't. I won't go into the semantics because with time, you don't actually spend it, you digest it in Welsh. It's quite an interesting phenomenon where you actually digest the time. You don't actually spend the time. People say gwario amser, and it's completely wrong. It makes me angry. It's not right. Surely that you digest the time. Trailer. When I was 14, I had internal bleeding. I was meant to go and see Genesis play in the Sophia Gardens. This is Tangentville. This is not going in the song. It might as well go. Ar ôl treulio peder awr yn y garage, nid yn gwrando a Genesis ar y stereo, ond ar bwy nes i rando ar John and Vangelis. This is great, you see, because Vangelis rhymes with Genesis. John and Genesis? Nah, John and Vangelis. I'll write John and Vangelis. There we are. You've got it there. It's all there, and there. Let's get some light, a little bit of light. There we are. That's lovely. Too much light there, but it looks great. It'll go as the sound. It'll go as the light show. Why not? Hey, there's the light show. There's the lyrics. There's the light show. There's the lyrics. Lyrics, light show. You can have both. It's like the Lamb in 74, 75. Everything didn't work, did it? It went kind of all skew-if. Well, not that I was there. I was 11. 10. I was 10. Oh, I'm glad I didn't see it, actually. It would have disturbed me for the rest of my life. And now in the interlude. That's not the actual vinyl, of course. That's a cassette. You won't get a cassette. That's the vinyl. I'm taking to the record shop soon. Didn't get round to it last week. Too busy. There we are. That's going to go. That's going to go. That's going to go. This is a cassette player. We can't have any music on this because I'm creating. It would only be a distraction. Talking of distractions, when am I going to get on with this song? There's the cassette player and the battery holder, which is just fallen off, which I need to be placed back because I get very sentimental. The pause button here was lost, and I got disturbed because a part of my childhood had been eradicated. Fortunately, I found it. Where did I find it? I found it at the bottom of my bag, which was lovely. Reit, ar ôl treulio 4 awr yn y garage, nid yn gwrando ar Genesis ar y stereo, ond John and Vangelis ar y stereo. Roedd angen, I needed to, so after digesting 4 hours in the garage, roedd angen I mi sylweddoli. I needed to realise bod angen trip i'r dump. You understand that, don't you? Trip i'r dump. That's the beauty of language. The colloquialisms are there for everybody to succumb to. Let's succumb. That's another song. Let's succumb to the colloquialisms. Let's succumb to the colloquialisms. Colloquialisms. That's another song. I'll put that down in asterisks. Asterisks. I don't know how you say that. How do you say it? Asterisks. How do you say asterisks? Asterisks. I'm going to say asterisks, but I'm not sure about that. That'll be a good song as well. I've got 2 new songs. I've got 4, 5 lines already. We're going well, but there's too much stuff. Cool down. Stick to the topic. Pritchard. Right, ar ôl treulio 4 awr yn y garage, nid yn gwrando ar Genesis ar y stereo, ond John and Vangelis ar y stereo. Roedd angen I mi sylweddoli bod angen trip i'r dump. Because what I'd done, you see, I'd moved stuff around. And it's such a beautiful satisfaction. I mean, the fact that the stereo had to be moved from the living room was a major psychological blow. But as is everything in life, if you turn it round to a positive, it's so beautiful. And that's what I've learned about life. When you turn positives round. So let's be positive. That's going down in English. Do you know why? Because my neighbour was so negative. And everyone around me was so negative. Okay, there was an incident in the crowd, which I didn't make a fuss of. On Saturday, I referred to it on Saturday. Let's be positive. Let's be positive. Incidents, let's be positive, incidents notwithstanding. As I was sitting 10 meters away. But the bluebirds, now this is the title of the song. I thought of the title of the song. This is the reason I'm here now. Everybody listen. This is the reason I'm here now. After talking to my next door neighbour who's just driven his wife somewhere, I don't know where. The thought on me, it's no wonder they struggle. It's no wonder only half the team clap us at the end. I've written another song title. You'll have that in the other side. I don't want to spoil it, but this was the lyric. It was Mae angen adenydd ar yr adargleision. Mae angen adenydd ar yr adargleision. The bluebirds need wings. And what are we doing? We're shooting them down. We're clipping them. We're clipping, not clapping. Oh, I mean, but we're clipping. That's going down. We're clipping, not clapping. Judging, not supporting. That's what we're doing. And the players, half of the players who haven't got that confidence to clap back, they skulk back into the changing rooms. Nothing in life is perfect. We're judging, not supporting. There we go. So this is a bilingual song already. And do I need yes, I do. Mae angen. This will be the refrain. Mae angen yr adenydd. Ar ein hadar gleision. They are our bluebirds. That's why Tanner and O'Dowda, who is a brilliant player. When I was playing football, I was like Cian Ashford. Oh, right? I could dribble around everything. I was fast. And I was hopeless in the air. You can't. They are not rubbish. They are not SH, as my neighbour told me. They weren't. They had several chances. Cian missed one. I was so quick. I blinked and I missed it. You try volleying a ball when it's coming at you really quick. I know I'm being defensive and counterintuitive here. They should bury those goals. I know that. But I want to support them. Mae angen yr adenydd ar ein hadargleision. Our bluebirds, adargleision, need their wings. If we're shooting them down all the time, if we're clipping, not clapping, judging, not supporting, be sy'n mynd I ddigwydd? What's going to happen? Be sy'n mynd I ddigwydd? Neu be sy'n mynd I ddigwydd? Be sy'n mynd I ddigwydd? Neu be sy'n mynd I ddigwydd? Awn nhw lawr. Gweitha. Canlyniadau. Now in Welsh you got canlyniadau is the formal standardised Welsh, okay, canlyniadau. But in GOG, in North Wales, they say canlyniadau. In Welsh Wales, they say canlyniadau. Right? Colloquialisms. Right? Let's succumb to the colloquialisms. And when I was 12, I didn't understand GOG, North Wales Welsh, but I married a GOG. And I remember a 12-year-old coming to me and saying, "Iawn boy?" I said, "Ydw." "Be dy enw di?" "Yeah," I said. "What's your name?" "Yes," I said. And it was, but there we are. That's what unity is all about. City as one, nation as one. But not under tyranny. So let's be positive. Not under tyranny. as always, the song branches out. Why do we need branches? So, gweitha canlyniadau, despite the results, right, the consequences, that's what that refers to. Look at all of that. Look at all of those. Look at all of those black clouds. The promoted sides, so-called promoted sides, they're losing their games. Why? Because they're mentally, psychologically under pressure. The relegated sides are fighting. The Lutons, the Plymouths, the Cardiffs. Well, how can you be positive when everyone's negative? That's my point here. If you support them, they will rise. And don't get me started on the Swans, please. If they can turn up for the Swans, surely they can turn up for Stoke. Gosh, Bach. My Uncle Bryn was a Swansea supporter. And when I went to the Bob Bank back in the day in your Park, I did not stand up. Let's be positive, not under tyranny. As always, the song. What's that? What did I write there? Reminds me. I did not stand up. I love my city. Yes. So stick the Robin Friday V's somewhere else on Saturday and support the boys. That's my song. The chorus is Mae angen yr adenydd ar ein hadar gleision. There it is. I've got a rule. You won't get that with FIFA. I've got a rule. It's just one sheet of paper. Sam Matterface agrees. If I drive when he's commentating, I very nearly crash into old ladies. The guy is an absolute buffoon. Knowledgeable, yes, but so are computers. So let's get that straight. Putting it straight, Pat Travers, what a song. Life in London is bittersweet. Diolch. I'll let you know how it goes then. I won't play it now because I'm too emotional, aren't I? Well, that might be positive, but let's be negative and say I'll see you in a minute.